So I might sound a little bit different today. I got a new MotoVlogging microphone. Shout out to Lolly. She is a motor vlogger slash content creator that I saw a video of, and her voice sounded super clear and exactly what I wanted out of my MotoVlog mic, so I went and ordered that one. If you want to know which mic that is, there's a link into the description. Before this mic, I used the very popular purple Panda microphone that everybody seems to use, and I'm pretty happy with that. That one is still inside my helmet, to be honest, because I just got this other mic, so we're gonna test it out for a little bit, figure out if I really want to stay with it or not. But so far it seems pretty good, not gonna lie. Today we don't have anything too particular to talk about when it comes to the motovlog. Just kind of zooming around, enjoying myself. We're headed to the gym as always. Only thing is I need to grab an energy drink. I ran out of pre-workout, so I'm gonna grab something. Right now the mic does not have the little like wind sock thing, the furry wind sock that's on the purple Panda. It just has the foam windscreen that came with it. I want to test that out first, see what it sounds like, and then if I like the way it sounds but it's just too windy in the headset, then we can fix that. Super simple. There's a lot of people out there that see motovloggers and they think it's just as simple as strapping a helmet on and a GoPro and a microphone, and while it kind of is that simple, or getting all the specifics out of the way for it to work in a way that you just pop the helmet on and hit record is the tough part, because it's very difficult to have completely universal settings that work no matter what, but that's ultimately the goal. I think I'm going to get a different mount. I might get an actual chin mount from chinmounts.com. Right now I have one that it's like mounted to the side of my helmet and then has like a series of small plastic pieces that brings my GoPro right in front of my chin. So I have it as centered as I possibly can get, but I noticed it's still not perfectly centered. And the whole reason why I didn't originally buy the chin mount is because I figured it wouldn't be centered, because how the GoPro is offset to the left a little bit and the chin mount would have been centered up on my helmet. But that doesn't really matter that much. It's not that huge of a difference. And it's rarely ever perfect as it is now. I would love this thing with some supermoto wheels. So I have started a meal plan. I've never been much of a meal prepper or much of a meal planner in general, but I've been eating fast food almost every single day for years now. It's actually insane how I haven't like just dropped dead. So I went to the grocery store and I went and bought a bag of salmon, a bag of chicken breast, a bag of rice, and a bag of macaroni salad, or a tub of macaroni salad. And that's all I've been eating on top of sausages in the morning for the last week. And I'm enjoying it. It's super simple. Everything is just kind of there for me. I cooked it all besides the salmon, so everything's ready to go. I just heat it up in the air fryer. The salmon takes a little bit longer. I season it up and then throw it in the air fryer as well, and it's good to go. Everything's delicious. I don't add a bunch of extra stuff like sides or french fries or all this other stuff. I just 1 cup of rice, 1 breast of chicken, or 1 cup of rice, and 1 piece of salmon. In the morning I basically just have sausage and whatever is kind of there. I need to go inside. I will see you guys soon. All right, let's get it. Hopefully this microphone's been sounding good and I didn't lose everything I just filmed. So what do you guys think? I need some feedback on how you guys feel about the overall vibe of the MotoVlogs. Do you guys like the kind of laid back, chill vibes where I'm not really looking to do anything specific in the MotoVlog? It's mostly just going out for a ride and seeing what happens, or just going from A to B and talking on my way there? Or do you guys like more specific stuff, like where I pick a topic, or I do a list, or I do that kind of thing? It's hard to gauge because it feels like the videos that I do, like the lists or like a topic specific, they get more views, but the ones where I just kind of talk and chill, they get more comments. And as a former Twitch streamer for a career, that interaction is what really drives me. That's what I love so much about being a Twitch streamer, is the constant interaction, the constant automatic feedback. And on YouTube, it's just not the same. I know a lot of you guys out there are watching, but it's not the same like individual interaction. So if you do want to join the community, I'd love it if you did. Got a Discord link in the description, as well as links to all my other social medias. So if you want to join in the community, that's the way to do it. Discord's always the best. I'm always in there rambling. But it's a fun time. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter of the YouTube channel, which I'm assuming is going to be whenever I upgrade my bike to a newer one. Or not a newer one, but like a faster one. Next year, we're going to introduce track days. During the winter, I'm going to do a bunch of winter-specific videos on, you know, riding a motorcycle through the winter in the Northeast. So I have a lot ahead of me. I have plenty planned out. The thing I like about making motorcycle content is it's pretty much never ending. You know, I could, in 2 years I could get into motorcycle camping, you know, and just start going for long rides across country and camping in different places, or even staying in hotels and just going for long road trips on a sport touring bike or something. I could see myself getting into that, to be honest. I don't know, I kind of want to explore a lot of the different paths that this motorcycle stuff takes me. It's another one of those hobbies that is like faceted in so many different ways. There's so many different things you can do to it when it comes to dirt riding, trail riding, trials bikes, you know, Pan American stuff, like when you're going across the country on those like enduro tracks. That's just dirt. And then you have like the street racing, or not street racing, but you know, hitting twisties all across the country, doing big highway pulls. Then there's all the track day stuff. You can get into doing drag races with the bikes. That's a huge community. Those stretched Hayabusas. There's just so much out there. So much fun to be had. Like when you first get into motorcycling, I know from the outside looking in, it feels very niche. But it's kind of not. It's just as broad, or if not more broad, than car culture. It feels like the skill is appreciated a little bit more in motorcycle culture, like the skill of riding. In car culture, I've rarely, if ever, heard people actually talk about the racing aspect of things. Most people who are involved in United States car culture wouldn't be, you know, they don't know anything about GT3 racing through Road America or something, you know. Like the pinnacle of the actual cars is not what they're interested in at all. They're just interested in the culture and the vibe surrounding it, not the actual performance and the skill behind driving the vehicles, or the performance behind the machines and the engineering, as much as it is just like having cool shit that sounds dope and goes fast. But, you know, maybe that's just my look from the outside in. I could be very wrong. Probably am. Got a nice shoulder day at the gym today. The only reason I even still do a shoulder day is because it is my favorite pump day. Nothing like a good old shoulder pump to make you feel swole for like 10 minutes until it wears off, and then it just turns into pain. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Shoulder day is probably my favorite day in the gym. Nothing like a good lat pump. Those side lats will get fired up. Emotional damage. I think my bike is getting lower. It honestly feels like it, like my shock is compressing more. Feels a little bit nicer. I can tell when I go to put my foot down, it's like so close now. I can almost get 2 feet flat. What the fuck is going on up here? Damn, they went slow by that, I understand, but then continued to go slow right into the main road. Come on, y'all. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's another reason why I want a faster bike. I want the opportunity to drive away from people in traffic. Right now I just don't have that opportunity, so I have to be like always looking to fall back. I can never accelerate out of danger, so it kind of limits my escapability options when I'm in a bad situation. Because when you have a faster bike, you always have the ability to kind of accelerate out into a gap. But when you're in a bike like this, you make sure you have to see the gap and take the gap instead of kind of making your own. But you know, when you have a faster bike, you might take a gap that's not really there. It seems like it's there, and you might think you can make it with a fast bike, and then you don't, and then, you know, we all know how that ends. Man, I'm so much more relaxed after the gym. Woo! Got the visor open, getting some air in the helmet. Got a lady going in my lane, almost hitting me. Gotta love it. Good thing I looked. I see the blinker, but I don't trust it. Alright, it's good. I just beep at me. Woo! Animal hospital over there. Wonder if I could just show up and just pet the dogs. I want a dog so bad. I've never had a dog in my whole life. I had a cat in my childhood, but she was a former barn cat, so she wasn't very affectionate at all. So it wasn't really much of like having a pet cat as it was like making sure my pet cat didn't destroy the house. Because she was outside half the time, inside the other half of the time, so she very much had those wild instincts still inside of her. She was a vicious cat at times. She would go and hunt like little bunnies and small birds and bring them to our door and be like, look what I got. She'd be so excited. You could just see it in her, like just panting, like, oh, I'm so pumped. It's kind of crazy to witness, to be honest. Like, you can just like see the little lion in her. There was no hiding it. It wasn't like a regular house cat that a lot of my friends had. Even though she was smaller than most cats. even at her biggest. God, I miss her. I want to pet so bad. Anytime there's an animal in my yard for longer than like 5 minutes, I grow an emotional attachment to it. There was a bunny that was in my yard 2 years ago during the summer, and I still think about him. He used to let me pet him. I don't know how. I've never been able to get that close to a like wild bunny just running around, but this guy let me crawl up to him. Every day I'd get a little bit closer, a little bit closer. I'd like lay down in the grass and military crawl towards him. Oh man, and now I got a little chipmunk running around my yard. But he definitely doesn't let me get close. Those chipmunks are skittish. They get out of the way quickly. Alright, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. I will see you guys later. Peace out.